So is owning a franchise worth it in 2023? In today's video, I'm going to go through some cases where it's not worth investing in a franchise for you in 2023, and some other cases where it's totally worth investing in 2023. So we've seen a lot of military vets that have thrived in franchising. Part of the reason is they're able to execute a plan. I've interviewed numerous veterans that have $1 million plus businesses, and some of them have successfully sold their interest in the franchise. Now, if you're a military veteran and you just have $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 cash, I'd recommend you get a job first working for a franchisee or working at the franchise brand level, learn more about the business, earn some more money, earn some savings, potentially get some financing directly from the franchisor, or negotiate to be a minority partner in the franchise brand. But that goes beyond military vets. If you just have 10K, 20K cash, I recommend you first work in the business instead of totally levering up, and work in that industry, and then learn on someone else's dime. Potentially you get financing from the franchisor, franchisee, or friends and family. But if you don't know much about that industry, and if you're tight on cash, say less than $20,000, I'd recommend first working at a franchise, whether that be at the franchisee level or at the brand level. So owning a franchise brand, probably not going to be worth it if you have less than $20,000, unless you're looking to invest in Chick-fil-A, where it's $10,000, but keep in mind, there's less than a 1% chance that you're going to go through their approval process. And most of their hires anyway are former employees of Chick-fil-A. Like, I interviewed a cashier of a Chick-fil-A that has now become a franchise operator, and he's opened up his second location. So Domino's has a similar model where you have delivery guys, you have assistant managers that are later awarded franchise licenses. So if you're tight on cash, owning a franchise is not worth it in 2023. Save up some more money, work at the franchise, work in that industry. And if you let your interests known, there could be great opportunities with that set brand or in that industry if you're looking to eventually own your own business. Now, who is it worth? Say you're making $50,000 to $150,000 a year. You're tired of your boss. You're sick of having the owner take all the money from the business. There are a lot of franchise opportunities where you can replace your income potential, your current income, after a set period of time, say 1 year, 18 months of working in the business. It could be as little as a month if you're buying an existing franchise and a resale opportunity where you can replace your income from day one after the acquisition. And one of the benefits of owning a franchise versus someone that's making in that 50K, 100K, 150K range, hopefully you're still going to be making 100K or more, but you're building an asset. So if you invested $100,000 in a home care franchise, you're grinding, you're working hard. This isn't an easy job being a franchise owner. You could potentially create an asset that's worth $700,000, $1 million, $1.5 million, and eventually sell that one day. Where if you're currently an employee, you're stuck in your job. Unless you're working at some high-tech company and you're getting crazy equity options, you're not going to benefit if that business is sold one day. You're actually just going to lose your job. So the idea is owning a franchise is totally worth it, but it depends on where you are in your career. If you're more advanced in your career and you're making more than $150,000, more than $200,000, it could be worth it. There's just going to be less franchise opportunities for you to invest in where it's worth your time. But if it's not going to be worth your time, you could consider keeping your day job and finding someone to run the business for you day to day and giving them a small equity share in the business. I had John Austinson on our podcast not so long ago, and that's exactly what we talked about. So owning a franchise is worth it in 2023, depending on your financial circumstances, what you're looking to get out of the business. I encourage you to browse franchises at vettedbiz.com, and you can even take our franchise quiz, which is in the show details.